Your cat curls up beside you, then suddenly darts across the room to chase something invisible. A moment later, they're back, purring like nothing happened. Was that curiosity, mischief, or something much deeper going on inside their mysterious mind? For thousands of years, cats have lived alongside humans, yet their behavior often feels like a puzzle we can't quite solve. The good news, science is finally revealing what's happening inside a cat's brain. From memory and emotions to communication, and even how they truly see us, cats are far more intelligent and complex than we ever imagined. In today's video, we're diving deep into how a cat's brain works, how they process the world, what they think about their humans, and the surprising ways their intelligence shapes the bond we share with them. Stick around, because number 6 will completely change the way you look at your feline friend. And before we get started, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell so you never miss out on more fascinating insights into the animal world. 1. The size and structure of a cat's brain. When it comes to brains, size isn't everything, but structure is. A cat's brain makes up about 0.9% of its body mass, compared to around 2% in humans. At first glance, you might think that makes them less intelligent. But here's the twist. The structure of a cat's brain is strikingly similar to ours. Cats and humans share about 90% of the same brain regions, especially in areas that control emotions, decision-making, and problem-solving. They even have a cerebral cortex, the outer layer of the brain responsible for higher functions like memory, attention, and planning. This means that when your cat carefully plots the perfect moment to pounce on your shoelaces or silently waits by the kitchen door at feeding time, it's not random. It's deliberate planning, powered by a brain designed for survival and strategy. Number 2, memory. Do cats remember us? One of the biggest questions cat owners ask. Does my cat actually remember me? The answer is yes. Cats have impressive long-term memory, especially when it comes to people who feed and care for them. Studies show that cats can remember positive interactions for years, but they also remember negative ones. That's why if you accidentally step on your cat's tail, it might avoid you for hours, or even days. Interestingly, cats rely heavily on association-based memory. For example, the sound of a can opener might instantly trigger them to come running, not because they understand the word food, but because they've linked that sound with mealtime. So yes, when your cat curls up in your lap after a long day, it's not just comfort, it's memory reminding them that you are a safe and familiar presence. 3. Emotions. Do cats really love us? Cats often get a bad reputation for being cold or independent, but the truth is their emotional world is far richer than many realize. Cats experience a range of emotions: curiosity, fear, playfulness, frustration, and yes, affection. The way they show love is subtle but powerful. Headbutting, slow blinking, or simply choosing to nap near you are all signs of trust and bonding. In fact, research has shown that cats form attachments to their owners in ways very similar to dogs and even human infants. In experiments, when their owners left the room, many cats displayed signs of separation anxiety. When their owners returned, they relaxed again. So the next time your cat greets you at the door or follows you around the house, remember, it's not just habit, it's an emotional connection. 4. Communication. How cats talk to us. Here's a fascinating fact. Cats don't really meow at each other in the wild. That sound is mostly reserved for humans. Over centuries of domestication, cats have developed meows as a special language to communicate with us. Each meow has a different meaning. Short chirps for greetings, long drawn-out meows for demands, and low-pitched meows when they're upset. Some cats even develop unique dialects of meows just for their owners. But cats don't just use sound. Their body language is equally powerful. A flicking tail can mean irritation, while a slow blink is often called a cat kiss. Kneading on your lap? That's a throwback to kittenhood, showing comfort and trust. In other words, your cat is constantly talking. You just have to learn how to listen. 5. Problem solving and intelligence. Cats may not fetch your slippers like a dog, but underestimate their intelligence, and you'll be surprised. Cats are skilled problem solvers, especially when food is involved. In scientific tests, cats have been able to open doors, navigate mazes, and even learn simple tricks when motivated. Many owners have stories of cats opening cabinets, pushing open doors, or figuring out how to turn on faucets. Their brains are wired for independent survival, which means they learn through trial and error, observation, and even imitation. If they see you opening a cupboard for food, don't be shocked if they try to copy you later. This type of intelligence is different from dogs. It's less about obeying commands and more about resourcefulness. In a way, cats are like tiny scientists, constantly experimenting with their environment to see what works. 6. Social bonds. What do cats think of us? Now here's the million-dollar question. How do cats actually see humans? Are we friends? Servants? Giant cats? The answer might be all three. Unlike dogs, who see humans as pack leaders, cats view us more like oversized cats. Their behaviors, rubbing against us, grooming us, bringing us gifts like dead mice, all mirror how they interact with other cats. But here's the kicker. Cats treat humans with a mix of independence and attachment. They rely on us for food and safety, but they also choose to bond with us on their own terms. That's why the affection of a cat often feels so special. It's not given automatically, it's earned. So when your cat chooses your lap as their favorite nap spot, it's not just comfort, it's their way of saying, you're part of my world. Bonus facts, the weirdest things about a cat's mind. Here's a fun bonus. Cats might seem mysterious, but their brains have some wild quirks. Did you know cats can dream just like humans? During deep sleep, their brains fire off patterns that suggest they're replaying hunts, playtime, or even interactions with you. They also recognize their own names, even if they sometimes choose to ignore you. On top of that, cats can experience jealousy when another pet or person steals your attention. And those moments when they stare at nothing, they might actually be detecting sounds or movements too subtle for us to notice. Final result, inside the cat's brain. So what have we learned? The cat's brain, though small, is an incredible machine, shaped by evolution, memory, emotion, and communication. Cats are not just mysterious pets. They're complex creatures with intelligence and feelings that rival our own. They remember us, they bond with us, and in their own unique way, they love us. And the more we understand how their brains work, the deeper our connection with them becomes. So the next time your cat stares at you from across the room, don't dismiss it as random behavior. Behind those eyes is a brain calculating, remembering, and connecting with you in ways science is only beginning to understand. Do you think cats secretly understand us more than we think? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear your stories. And if you enjoyed exploring the mysteries of the cat's brain, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss our next dive into the fascinating world of facts.